the beautiful springtime here at Rare. The birds are out, the flowers are blooming, and the pollinators are busy at work buzzing around. But they're not the only ones getting to work this time of year. Plenty of us are outside getting our garden started for the year. Now gardens come in all shapes and sizes. There's large gardens, like at our Springbank Farms here at Rare, indoor gardens inside greenhouses, backyard and community gardens, and a smaller popular gardening method is called square foot gardening, where even with a small amount of space, we can maximize production for plants and vegetables. But say you don't even have that much room to do a square foot garden. Well, today we've got a gardening method anyone can do regardless of the amount of space they have, and that is square inch gardening. That's right, all you need is a few inches of windowsill, a couple old vegetables from the winter, and you'll be gardening in no time. For this square inch gardening activity, all you'll need is a bit of water, a cutting board and knife, and a glass container to grow your vegetables in. Now if you look at this beet here I found in my fridge, you'll notice there's all these leaves starting to come out of the top of the beet. Now why is this? This is happening to a lot of vegetables in my fridge this time of year. This beet, radish, turnip, some of my carrots, this onion even. What's going on here that's making all these plants start to send out leaves this time of year? Now I'm sure a lot of you have heard of perennials and annuals before. A perennial is a type of plant like a tree that grows for multiple years and gets bigger every single year. An annual is something like a flower or certain types of vegetables that just grow for 1 year and then continue their life cycle by setting out seeds to grow new little plants the next year. Now a lot of vegetables we actually eat are not actually annuals, they're what is called a biennial. So these are plants like carrots, onions, beets that grow big roots in the ground. And what happens is the first year of their life cycle, they store energy into their big roots that help them survive through the winter. This is usually when we harvest and eat them because there's so much energy and nutrients in the root at this time. But come spring, they'll use this stored up energy to send out a bunch of new green growth that will result in flowers that turn into seeds that can then be used to grow new vegetables. Check out this kale plant that's overwintered and is now sending out tons of flowers for seed. It's huge compared to these other kales. So now that we know why all these plants are starting to change and send out their greens, we can use this knowledge to harvest these greens and eat them in salads or any recipes we want. The steps to start your square inch garden are easy. Just trim the top off of one of these vegetables that's starting to sprout, leaving about 1 centimeter or 2 of the vegetable. Once you've carefully removed your vegetable top, add it to your glass container and pour in just a little bit of water. And just like that, your square inch garden is ready to grow. In a day or two, you might notice some new green growth coming up the top of your vegetable, and within a week or so, a bunch of roots should start growing out of the bottom. Make sure you put it on a windowsill so it still gets lots of light, and check every day or so to make sure the water hasn't been all used up by the plant or dried out. Well, we hope you enjoyed this nature activity, and we can't wait to see what your square inch garden looks like this year. Happy gardening!